What is up, everybody? It's your boy Captain Jack. Welcome back to the woods in the Caribbean. We're not in Florida. We are diving some remote islands. We're with the local lane, but we're gonna meet up with a local with the boat, a little dinghy, and we're gonna send it and do some deep diving. So we're taking you with us, and I'll see you guys out there. All right, guys, check it out. This is where we're staying. That's where I'm at. Just camping, just doing a little camp sesh. Lane, he's got holding it down here. Got the Jenny over there. And this is just home base. Just a little home base to squat a little bit. Lane's property. So we're just in the middle of the woods in the Caribbean, and it's in the jungle. There were deer running around last night. I could hear them. I can hear them blowing at us. All right, we're all lathered up. We're gonna go meet up with Enzo in his boat. Also use that mineral sunscreen. That's the way. Except Lane ain't helping me apply. Future Spearo. Oh yeah.
Where are you guys headed today?
We're gonna go offshore somewhere. We're meeting up with a buddy.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, check out the channel.
Jack Spearo
on
YouTube.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Hey, enjoy, guys. See you later. Wyatt? Enjoy. See you guys. I like your shark necklace. That's our sled. All right, guys, so this is Enzo, local. He's nice enough to take us out. So we're gonna get to some spots that we can't get from shore, and hopefully we get into something big.
Yeah.
What can we be likely to see?
Well, we're gonna go out to Carvel today. Kingfish, Sarah mackerel, maybe some permit, maybe some African pompano, pretty much everything that we can get around here.
Dude, I'd be down for some APs.
Yeah.
That would be sick, to get an AP over here in the Caribbean. That would be the goal. That would be the goal.
I got a couple the other week. So,
Did you?
Yeah.
They're around?
Yeah, they're around. But
Sick.
We'll see.
All right.
No problem.
I got no weight belt. I got these little janky fins. But honestly, I almost didn't even make it here. The airport was flooded and one little strip was open, and luckily it was my airline, so got lucky, made it here. Did a dive yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. It was epic. Did like 1 hour of diving and we got it done. We're gonna get after it here. We're gonna be doing some deeper diving and we'll see you out there. Let's go, let's go.
Got us like 70 something. Little rentals they have out there.
That's terrifying.
Like a little rock gun, and just like mid-handle so you can like maneuver.
Yeah, like one of those right double zeros that they have.
Yeah, I've seen those, they're cool. Woo.
I've been tempted.
Alright, you guys, welcome back underwater. If you didn't see the last video, the viz isn't even close to as clear as we got going on here. And when I'm traveling, I'm kind of very unpicky about what fins and what gear I use, especially when I'm just carrying on only. So I got these little kind of easy rubber fins, but I was lucky enough to get a sweet spear gun. Avellino hooked it up, and on this trip, the spear shot super true. It was very straight shooting. I miss a couple, I land a couple, and most of the time when I miss, it was on me. It was my fault, just not getting used to the gun, but the thing shoots super straight. Very excited I'm able to use a gun for this trip, instead of just bringing a pole spear or something like that. But we're gonna get into the diving. We hop in and I literally turn around. I hear a gun go off. I thought it was an accidental go off. I turn around and Lane is pulling up this stud Spearo mackerel.
I didn't even see him. I didn't even see that. Hell yeah.
And honestly, I couldn't believe it. So I made a drop, went down, checking out the shot, seeing if you need a backup shot, getting kind of a video of the fish. And if you're diving and with buddies, help each other out, because he's got his gun, he's maintaining his line. And Enzo, I grabbed the tail of the Spearo, so I demobilize it. Enzo grabs the head, brains it, and Lane's just making sure all of his gear stays intact. He doesn't drop his gun, drop the spear. And also, this is a great idea for in case there's sharks around, which we did see a couple leading up to this point. So we're pretty stoked. We got one fish in the box already, so kind of pressure's off. We're gonna be a little more selective now. And we're diving this like rock structure, and it goes from shallow, like straight down cliff, into about maybe 40 feet, and then it gradually declines or descends into about 80 feet. So I'm in the shallower area, and I kind of look out towards the sand, and that's a good idea. Look where the sand meets the reef, and usually muttons and hogfish and certain things like to hang around those areas. And that's really what we're going for, because ciguatera is very prevalent in this area. So dog snapper, cuberas are known to have ciguatera. So I'm kind of making a drop. Sure enough, here comes a mutton, and he starts to give me the tail wag, and he turns broadside, and I'm trying to go for the stone shot. I let it fly, and I'm just a little high, and the spear gets caught on the bottom, and he tears out. That's the one thing that's risky about taking these stone shot, is that if you're just a little bit high, the fish has a very high chance of ripping out. I should have just gone mid gill plate, just secured the fish, and but I was really happy to see a mutton. He'll probably live. He'll just have a little flesh wound, but good to see that there are fish around, and we just started diving. So now we just go to the opposite side of this pinnacle, like cliff that's sticking out, and same deal. I'm actually at the surface, and I see a gigantic cubera snapper. You can kind of see him darting in the top of the screen. Kind of hard to make out. He's far off. There he goes. He kind of darts a little bit at the top of the screen there. And that one is way too big. He was probably about 30 to 40 pounds. He had a remora on him, so I knew that he was not going to be good to shoot because of ciguatera. But this mutton did come in, and he gave me the tail wag, and I was a little impatient. I should have just went a little more down towards his level. Maybe he would be a little more comfortable if I kind of didn't kick towards him. And I was really bummed out, because I know when they do that tail wag, they're on edge. And if you're waiting for them to turn, they turn back, and they just kind of give you it's really hard because they can dodge your shaft, and that's exactly what happened here. Yeah, it's cool getting the inside of the local. And yeah, he actually all these islands have names, and he's just going through naming them all. We don't want to name them all. We don't want to give everybody the spots out, give the spots away. Actually, I feel like it's hard diving here anyway. So unless you're good,
I'm not too worried.
You're not gonna get fish. It's hard to get fish. Lane's the only one prevailing. Dude, Lane, the Mac King, the King Mac.
It's my day.
It is his day. He's got a lobster, mackerel. Dude, he's crushing it until now. Until we hit this point.
Backflip.
Until we hit this. Oh yeah, he got the backflip games. He's going strong. But yeah, look at all these islands. There's this island, little island, big island, big island, big island, big island, big island. And there's like a chain right here of all these islands. So beautiful. We're just getting some sunlight, just cooling off a little bit, or actually warming up a little bit. The water is just crystal. Just taking a little break. Got fish in the cooler, so pressure's off. And anything else we get is a bonus, for sure. So the day's a little slow, but just diving this structure is unreal. I made a drop along this cliff, and there was a huge lobster under this crack. And if you haven't seen the first video where I wrestle this big lobster out, it's kind of the same deal I did in that. It was a little dark in the previous video because it was right at sunset, but this one, you can kind of see my tactic here. I stick the gun out and I kind of pin it down so it doesn't go farther back, and it kind of disables his tail for him to do any tail kicks. So I pin him down with the gun, grab a hold of the knuckles, and pull him out. This one, I don't know if you can see it in the GoPro, but there's eggs on it, and I just don't pursue it anymore, and I let it go. It detached its antenna, but I'm not about to pull up a lobster with eggs. Kind of goes against my morals. Not to mention, it's illegal.
Eggs. Eggs. She had eggs. She had eggs. There's a big one. Eggs. She had eggs. I let her go. I had her. I just let her go.
There's a charter, looks like, over here. They might need our help. I'll explain after. Yeah, they look like they might almost be on the rocks. All right, we're gonna check it out. Big old cat right there.
I don't know what's going on.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can help.
I guess they got maneuverability.
You okay?
How y'all doing? Your anchor stuck? Oh. We got you. We'll help you out.
Is it how deep?
It's shallow here.
Okay, I can get
It's
it.
not 7 meters where they have it stuck.
See my fins
Yeah.
running?
You got it?
Yeah, yeah, let's both get it.
Yeah. All
What are
right.
you trying to...
Start pulling it up. All right, stop. Keep going. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. You got it. It's right under the boat.
You're gonna let us lower the boat now. You're gonna let us lower the boat now.
There you go. It's all good. All right, that was a good Samaritan act. They were trying to give us money, but I think we'll just take a beer. Enzo, just take a beer.
Yeah.
They were screwed, dude. They were not getting out. Without Lane and I in there, they were not getting out. The chain was wrapped, and I guess they accidentally dropped anchor, and yeah, they got it stuck, and yeah, but it was lodged good. So yeah, we'll see. I think we might grab a beer from them. They're probably gonna try to give us more, but we'll just take a beer.
But we'll do the beer, not the money.
Take some beer.
I don't want any money. I appreciate it, though.
Come on.
I appreciate it. No.
We were out here just driving by.
Thank you, though. I appreciate that.
We'll take a couple cold ones for the road.
Yeah.
Do you have a club soda? I'll take a club soda. These two will take it if you need.
Water and ginger ale. How about that?
I'm glad.
Sorry, it's just Bud Light.
Let me go. Whoops, sorry.
Look at those hands.
Got the
Thank you. I
hand.
appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Business. That's y'all, man. That's great.
Well, you guys
Of course.
asked what you think.
Hey, y'all were trying,
We're
though.
supposed to have there is a cleat that holds the anchor in place.
Oh, the busted off. Oh shoot!
It was the anchor was caught, but then it was also wrapped around it, like
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad we got. All right, so we got some cold brews. Let me pop this one up. Worth the little good sand action. Cheers. Got the tonic water.
with quinine.
With quinine. All right, but we're gonna go to a new spot. Enzo's been holding out on us. He says this spot we're definitely gonna get some. Are we gonna get some?
hey, I can't. I'm not gonna guarantee you anything anywhere. But
Yeah.
hey, we'll see some good stuff.
All right, cool. Yeah, this is just amazing dive in this like beautiful, beautiful rock structure.
Dude, you are kidding, dog snapper. Right here.
So now I'm excited to get back in the water, and you heard that. I told Enzo there's dogs everywhere, but dogs really aren't on the menu, those dog snapper, because like I said, there's a high chance of ciguatera. But it's really cool getting a chance to dive with these predatory fish. But this place was no joke. It was probably about 30 feet to the sand, and there's just huge caves. And of course there's a cave, so I decided to go inside. And this is, you know, I kind of tell people to exercise caution, don't push themselves. And the main thing is just stay very calm. You can see those dog snapper just cruising through. I was hoping to see maybe like a grouper or a yellowfin grouper or something. Nothing was in there. I almost wanted to go through the cave and go out the other side, but there's no sense in doing that. So I just turn around, head back out. But I love seeing this kind of structure, and I know there's more areas just like this in the vicinity. So I'm really excited to just go check out the caves and explore and just see the new kind of scenery that I'm not really used to here in Florida. You see here just another thing I love about diving, just seeing the wildlife, seeing different things. It's always a new adventure every time you go out. I love that kind of stuff. And now we got another fish. Enzo kind of strayed a little bit. He kind of had an area he wanted to check out. Landed another Spearo mackerel. It's a little smaller than Lane's, but nonetheless it's a decent fish. And then here we go again, another ledge that I'm checking out. Staying really calm, and when you take a look at these ledges, you can see me grab onto the edge here. Don't grab onto coral when you're kind of pulling yourself along the reef. I kind of do that because it saves energy kicking, but I kind of go under this ledge, see a huge lobster. I do the same thing, get the gun nice and easy. He doesn't pull up his antennas yet. Lodge him down, and then I'm able to grab his knuckles right there. And you got to grab right by the head. I'm kind of getting the antennas out of the way because he kind of pokes the antennas. That kind of keeps you away from him. I got a hold of the knuckles, and they kind of lodge themselves, and you just got to just horse them. Same thing, you can see those orange eggs underneath the lobster. So I kind of put them back in a hole and head to the surface. Bummed again that this one had eggs, but I'm not picky. We have some fish, so you know, we'll find another means of food. And moments later, I think it's good karma. Here comes a Spearo mackerel, and I take my sweet time. This gun just shoots right where I'm aiming, and with very little recoil, and that's what I love about the rollers. You just point and aim, even if it's a gun you're not really used to. If it shoots right, it should just shoot straight. And these guns were just dialed in for this trip. So very stoked on those guns. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, email, DM. I can get you in touch with the local spear maker if you ever make a trip out to St. John. Yeah, you see me reaching for the tail. These Spearos, once you get a hold of the tail, it's game over, and you just hold on to it. There's nothing really they can do. They can't shake out of your hands. Guys, so that was awesome. At least I did get a fish. I got a nice Spearo mackerel. Already got him in the cooler, loaded down. Epic that I got a fish, and hopefully we get another thing. If not, I'll see you inside. You guys, we made it back.
Yeah.
Safe and sound. Got some meat in the cooler, and we'll decide what we do with that in a minute. Dude, we did it. We did it. We got some Mackie Doos. Mackie Doos, Mackie Don'ts. And Lane got the biggest of the day. It's not by a lot though, not by a lot. That was his and that was mine. Definitely bigger, but not by a lot, but it was, dude, those are good max. I was happy. Dude, look at this. This is what we're rocking with. Yeah, it's nice. Crystal clear. So pretty. Yeah, we're gonna get to filleting these things, and then I think we might take them to a local restaurant and have them cook them up for us. I think we might take them to Shambles. Yeah, I think they might oblige. All they need is something to sear them or grill them or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Bro, look at Enzo's fillet
like,
job.
tuna
He is
fish.
going so in depth on it. Look at that. Not even like, dude, you didn't even leave any raw sashimi on that.
Excellent, bro.
That is really good.
Phenomenal.
Gotta get all that sig in your fillet.
You're like rolling it out.
You don't need to save it. Voila.
Look at that.
Voila. I would say watch my skinning job, but this knife's dull as shit, so. Gonna schlock that down. You ready? Ready? No? Oh, no? Okay.
Oh, come on, dude.
Oh. Yep, gone. One time. That's it.
Bro, look at that Kubera.
I would have thought it was like a grouper.
Dang. He's coming to the back of your boat. Look at that. Oh, look at the Kubera. They're fighting. Dang, I wish I could see it. You guys, it is the next morning, and last night we went to the restaurant, had an absolute feast. It was way more than we could actually eat, and we brought a bunch home and shared it with our friends. And what a great way to finish the day. If you guys haven't seen the recent episode 1 of this trip, go ahead, I will leave it up here. And then also, along with other diving adventures that I've done recently, be sure to check them out. And if you want more content like this, definitely subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next week for part 3 of this amazing Caribbean adventure. Later.